themselves, and they turn the. And I mean, they could bullies could also be the product of a bad home environment. Yeah. They've built up this anger and this remorse, and they just don't know what to do with it, and they redirect it, and we as adults sometimes tend to redirect our anger towards people that don't deserve it.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. They're kids, and they don't realize it, but that's what's happening. They're redirecting their anger, their remorse, their regret, their insecurities onto the wrong person.
Right. And I think you definitely touched on something that I wanted to talk about, is people redirecting their insecurities to other people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times, like within ourselves, we have things that we aren't happy about. So to make ourselves feel better, we want to go attack somebody else for things that they do. And that's just one of those things where you just need to take a damn step back, look in the mirror, and realize that not everybody is perfect.
Right. Let's see. We'll be more than happy to take some calls right now. If anybody wants to call in and make a comment, make a statement, please, by all means, give us a call at
910-561-5061.
Once again, that is...
Sorry.
No.
919.
Yes, 919-561-5061.
I swear.
Can we do that one more time, Shabbai?
919, I don't know who that is, but 919-561-5061.
I promise I'm going to get this numbers.
All right, so in the meantime, while we're waiting on calls...
I don't get the question. I'm sorry, we're just taking a look at something one of our fans is mentioning. What were you saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was saying, you guys, please give us a call if you have any questions or comments for us concerning our subject.
Yeah.
I don't understand, Tamika. Can you rephrase that?
Yes, could you please
rephrase your question or statement? We appreciate it.
Pardon us in our...
So, have you guys ever been in any instances where you've been bullied?
Well, yeah, I was bullied when I was young. I mean, I feel like my body adapted to the bullying, because when I was younger, I was actually a really, really small kid. I want to say I was maybe... Man, okay, so I wore a 7 Slim, if that tells you anything about my physique when I was a kid. That's like a -7.
That's good to my life.
Yeah, so I was a really small kid, and I used to get beat up from time to time, and it finally came down to the point where my mom was like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to fight."
That's it, Mama.
Yes.
Yes.
And she was like, "This is gonna be the last time you come home beat up, because if you do, I'm gonna beat you up too." All right, and
I got it. Oh, you have a thing?
yeah. Lights out. You on the air?
Really? Okay. Guys, how we doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing all right. My name is Martin. I'm a first-time caller, first-time listener.
Well, thank you for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Yes.
No problem. I was just wanted to comment on the subject matter happening right now. Sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I'm listening to the show right now and talking to you, so it's really kind of weird.
Yeah, it
Oh.
is.
Oh, there's a lag. I'm going to leave the room because I can hear This is terrible. This is terrible.
Yes.
But I'm okay. So earlier what we were talking about, I find a lot with bullying, personally, that it's not so much about social climbing, as you guys were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just about proximity. For example, you can be in a situation with someone where you're in a class with somebody every single day. You have no choice but to be in that situation with that person every single day. And it's almost like being held captive in a way, because you don't want to be that person's friend. You know from your experience with that person that you don't want to be that person's friend, but clearly you're in a situation every day where you have to deal with it.
Right.
And with the bullying thing, it's about power, I think, mostly.
Yeah.
Just talking about kind of what you were saying.
Right.
With the insecurities being reflected from one person to the other. It's pretty much about that, I think, when it comes down to it.
I agree. That's a very valid point.
It is.
But no, because I had to say something because it's one of those things where you absolutely have to before when you guys were saying, I'm sorry because I was listening and I was waiting for a chance to call. I should have written this down, but with asking for it, like what like a rapist would say, or like a supremacist of some kind, where they would say that a woman dressed a certain kind of way was asking for whatever happened to her.
Right.
Bullying kind of works in that way too, where again about the power issue, you see someone that's weak and you can prey upon them. You, as someone being victimized, you could act differently and make it go a different kind of way.
Right.
But in the situation that you're going to be in and what's going to happen to you, you're not going to be able to find any kind of inner strength in that moment. No one's going to help you yourself.
Well, do you feel like it's okay you've tried to put yourself in a group, and obviously they don't want you there. Do you feel like it's okay for you to day after day continue trying to fit into that group? Because that's what I was saying. Like, it's what you're saying is one thing, but what I'm saying is if you already know that group doesn't want you there. Like, I saw a commercial where this girl was coming to sit at lunch with these girls, and they all slid in so she couldn't sit in there.
Right.
Do you feel like that is an example of bullying?
Well, okay. So I think it depends on the reaction of the individual that is in question being bullied, because in that particular situation, if the girl, say, some people just don't get social cues sometimes. So, we, as like a social group, you may think that you and your 4 friends, you're not particularly being bullied, but there's one girl that, she slept with one of your friends and ruined their relationship. She comes to the bar, and you're all sitting there at the table, and you all deliberately start talking very loud to get rid of her so she just goes away. Mm-hmm. You, in that instance, are being bullied, but, she was your friend 2 weeks ago before she made her mistake.
Right.
But, it then falls upon that girl to either try to be friends with them or not, or get over it. So I think in that particular situation, it comes down to the person in question and how they react to it. Because, again, if it's not bullying, it's not called bullying if, someone gets picked on and they get beat up, or, they don't get beaten up and they fight back. Then it's just like, hey, this is my Tuesday. So
yeah.
It's down to the reaction. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, caller. We appreciate you calling in. We
no problem, guys.
Appreciate you listening.
Yes, thank you.
Keep up the good work. I'm going to keep it up. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Same.
He made some really valid points.
He did.
In my instance of bullying, I can start when I was younger. I got picked on because, like Complex said, I was a small kid, and I was small, and I had a big head. I used to get called, like, blow pop, and he looked like a lollipop. So I started eating. I was like, I'm going to gain me some weight. I'm going to gain weight. So my body can match my head. Anyway, I'll finish later.
LightzOutRadio, you on the air.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing tonight,
What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. I just want to speak on this whole bullying thing, man. I heard y'all talking about, the personal stories or whatever, man. But first, it's definitely good, that you all are sharing and stuff, and you all seem to be, not over it or whatever, but definitely at a point to where you can speak on it, because a lot of people our age, even if they don't want to admit it or not, aren't really to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I had a comment to make really about really my evolution on like bullying or whatever, because at first because over the past couple of years the media has really been, really pushing hard about bullying or whatever, and thinking that everybody's getting bullied and it's like an epidemic or whatever. And I always thought, man, that like kids were like being for lack of a better word, sissified. And I mean that in the saying they weren't being taught any like good conflict resolution,
right.
Methods or tools or anything. But one thing I really don't think a lot of people realize is that the internet really, and for lack of better words, changed the bullying game. I know that's kind of a messed up thing to say in that context.
Everybody can be a bully when you can't reach out.
What it would, I mean, and then that too. But I mean, the context of what I'm saying is that when we were in high, I mean, me and Compass went to high school together. So when we were in high school, the worst you could have got was like a live journal page or maybe like a MySpace page.
Yeah.
So, and like nobody was on it,
Yeah.
But with the high schoolers and even some middle schoolers that are on Facebook or in Tumblr or Twitter or really any of these social media outlets that a lot of your peers are going to look at, there's just so many opportunities for somebody to put something that's either not true or something that is true that you didn't want anybody to know. And for all intents and purposes, that's permanent. Like, you really can't get rid of that. And that inability to grasp at it and to take it down or anything like that has to just compound the emotional strife, if you will, that they're already feeling from the bullying. So, I mean, I know people talk about it and do studies and stuff, but I really don't think people do a lot of research and, a lot of thought into how that really compounds it. And it really almost can have an exponential effect. I mean, it's really sad how it happens like that.
I agree.
Yeah, man. But I mean, I know that bullying stuff is real, man. I know, man. As a daggone short, stocky kid that had to shop in the Husky section, and it had a stutter. It didn't have a stutter on top of that, man. You know I call hell. Yo, man, that daggone Husky section was the devil, man. It's like it was always in the back corner of the store.
Right, and
you had to go to Narnia, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to go through the wardrobe to get to the bad boy. They had like black, white, and gray clothes. You couldn't have all the styles and stuff. It was like, daggone, man, it's some bull crap. It's like being grown and going to the big and tall section. Like, you got to have a daggone pack mule and stuff to go to the big and tall section. Like, this some bull crap, man. I just want a dress shirt and a tie. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel you, because I'm there.
Well, Carl, thank you so much for your input.
Thank you, man.
No doubt, man. Y'all be easy, man. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, I agree.
Yeah.
Shit.
We got we can hit on this real quick. Very, very quick. Are we with same-sex relationship? I think we kind of covered that a little bit earlier. I'm definitely going to say that, yes, I'm down with same-sex relationships. Like I said, whatever makes you happy, do you. Because when it's all said and done, you got to be happy with what you've accomplished in life. And if you're not, then you're going to be one of those guys sitting there 50, 60 saying, I could have done this, I could have did that. So by all means, do what you do and do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I feel like so many people look back on their lives and just like are miserable because they haven't been able to live and be them.
Exactly, they're not themselves.
They were just living to please so many people. So if you find yourself in one of those situations where you know what's going to make you happy, do you. Don't be afraid of what society is going to think. Don't be afraid of what anybody else is going to think, because one minute they care and the next minute they don't.
Yep. So, absolutely. Subliminal.
Subliminal. It doesn't really make me much difference. I mean, y'all know with me, if you know me, you know, like, I'm very involved in church, and obviously my religion is against it. I put it like this: if you're gonna live, I feel like you should live your life ultimately how you want to live it.
Right.
I mean, whatever you got to answer for, whatever you got to answer when it's all over.
Right.
Hey, whatever. I have family and I have friends that, they believe in same-sex relationships. They are a part of a same-sex relationship. That's not gonna make me love you any less. That's not gonna make me want to be around you any less. I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna be with you. I'm still gonna hang out with you. And so I mean, I'm gonna live how I want to live. So you live how you want to live. Sure.
Exactly. There it is.
Yeah.
Booyah. Booyah. So we got 50 seconds left, you guys. So we're getting ready to refresh your browsers, because we're getting ready to close this one down. We're getting ready to open the segment back up. When we come back, we are going to be listening to a song by one of our artists that we have here tonight. What's their name? Charlie. Yep. And they have a Twitter. We're going to give you all the information when we get back.
I'm really excited about them.
I am, because it's a really good song.
Yes, I'm really excited.
We're going to give you all the information. We're also going to post it up on the Twitter. We're going to post it on the Facebook, so you guys can go to the sites yourself. And we are Lights Out Radio. We will be back.
Yes.